Hey guys, what's going on? Random Andrew coming to you sort of live from Highgate, Ontario. Mom and I are going to do a little walkthrough. This is here in this town. I'm not going to show exactly where to keep her whereabouts or her privacy. You know, like that's confidential stuff for her. So we're not going to show you exactly where she's moving here in town. But I will show you the place where we used to live. And we're going to start showing you some of the cool stuff around. The interesting stuff around Highgate, starting with this. I figure start with the Legion, as a lot of people might know this place. That was a farm truck. It's well, if you want to know which branch of the Legion it is, get the sun out of the shot a little bit. You go Royal Canadian Branch 335, Highgate, Orford Township. But this building, as my mom was just telling me, used to be a school. And you can see it in the shape of it, where windows would have been, the bell on top of the tower there. It would have been one of those massive multi-room schoolhouse, not just a one room. This would have been a multi-room. Yeah. You know. It was a red brick. It was stuccoed over. Great Canadian sign. The Canadian mascot, I guess you could say, is the beaver. He's wearing an army helmet and he's got the poppy and the maple leaf on his chest. And you said the artist of this is?
Hold on a second. It's this name. It wasn't who I thought it was. But that's the artist, done in 2014.
There you go. So we'll go for a walk around the building. And now people might be asking, oh, you can see the red brick sticking through there.
Yeah.
You guys.
This is cinder block.
You guys might be asking, well, why show this little town in the backwoods of nowhere? Well, Highgate has a personal history because we lived here when I was like maybe 3 years old.
Yep.
And Highgate is a very old farming community, okay? Like, when it comes when you hear farmers feed cities, if it wasn't for little communities like this, then there wouldn't have been the same farming establishment, you know what I mean?
You guys used to play all over back here when you were little.
Yeah, an old unused parking lot. But you notice how it's not just curbs, they've actually got the tree logs set up like that. Nice old tree.
We have their barbecue. We got kind of one over here too.
Here's the back side of the Legion. You can see exactly where those windows would have been back in the schoolhouse days. And then the cinder block addition off the back. Now, Mom was saying these used to be the old circus trucks. Well, this one at least.
Well, yeah, definitely. The one with the door on the back of it. So this is something you could use.
The Huntley Foods Limited is what it says on the side there. But this is kind of what you'd see for...
Which one has the door? Yeah, this is the one with the wood.
Yeah.
This was living quarters.
There you go. I don't doubt you guys will see anything inside, but... you guys will have to let me know if you could see anything in there. Yeah, and this is actually out back of where we lived when we were, like I said, when we were like 3 years old.
There was no door here.
No? That's new? We'll go back around the front this side so I can show... I don't really have a lot of memory of this place growing up. And one day I'd like to actually go to every single place we lived growing up. Even when I got living out on my own. And show these places and what I remember from my perspective. Now this is the side of the building that I remember when I was little.
Okay. This window here was my bedroom all the way back. These two were where the living room was, and it was the size of 2 living rooms. And this front portion was where your bedrooms were.
So the night there was a fire, I do remember that barely climbing out a window or something.
Yep.
It would have been that window there, I guess. But from right here, the shot you guys are seeing, this is like all I remember of this place when I was a kid. And there would have been a Coca-Cola sign hanging out front.
With the Longhorn restaurant on it with a cow skull and horns.
Yeah, and he's still got that sign somewhere.
Yeah, it said in the basement.
Yeah, so that's about what I remember. Not much to remember when you're 3 years old, but yeah. Okay, well, we'll continue. We're gonna walk down a little bit further and show some of the old historic buildings that are still here, or the nice classic buildings, you know.
We'll come up this way and come down that way.
So this would have been the Longhorn right here, and that's where the sign would have been hanging. Now, the landlord uses it for storage and whatnot, and you can see all the paperwork there, but yeah, maybe get in there and have a look sometime, because this is very, very close to where Mom's going to be living. Very close. We're gonna check that side of the street out on the way back. But as we see the stuff to show, we shall show.
Hello. Your Masonic Lodge.
Ooh, spooky, like Illuminati kind of stuff. It's Highgate Masonic Lodge. Quite honestly, you get small communities. Masonic lodges are often responsible for helping a lot of the community financially.
Yeah, keeping it going.
Yep.
Honeysuckle bush.
Now you said there was a fire and there was houses and places along here that got all burned out. This almost looks like a pretty old shack itself, but...
I remember this one here has been here forever.
Oh, but those other
that
places.
other one there, yeah.
Okay.
And right in here, there, I believe, see, that's the back part of it there.
Yeah.
The cement pad.
But this here, Gravedigger's Variety and Restaurant.
There used to be a store here run by a guy named Woody who used to work out of Dutton at McCulloch. I think it was called McCulloch's. Yeah, he bought a store here and he had his family here.
Gravediggers. What's
Yeah.
this all about?
That's two sisters with the last name of Graves who
Ah.
run this place.
Gotcha.
But see, tomatoes, not flowers there, and more down here. Gotta love it. And they serve breakfasts and dinners in here.
Are they themed at all?
I wish. But
Right
this
on.
here is as far as the Wi-Fi extends from BMO.
Nice little vestibule of a thing. We're gonna go over and check out this round church over there. I don't know if you guys can see it through the tree.
Well, it's not a church
Oh,
anymore.
we gotta show that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, before we go over there, but that I think I'm going to do as a separate video. So if you guys want to see, it was a round church at one point in time. There will be a separate video.
Okay, there's the plaque for the
Okay.
Iron Horse.
And we'll show this guy first. Look at this. Yes, that's a hunk of rail with an iron horse's head up top. Looks like he cut it from an iron statue or something.
Oh, he does all this stuff similar to the Romanesque bronzing.
Or
His work is just amazing, and it's world renowned.
doesn't that just echo St. Thomas though?
Yeah.
Echoes of the Iron Horse. Here's for the community, by the community. I guess these are all donators, contributors, or just
Yeah.
community members.
I recognize a lot of the names on there from people that knew your father and me.
Yeah.
I went to school at John Wright,
I even
John and Corey General Repairs.
I even seen Eberly on there.
Yep.
Alright, so from here is the main four corners.
And that's more of the old circus buildings.
Yeah, you can see the little ribbons on it.
Yeah.
103 Main. Just wait for this truck to go by. Really like the look of that place, 103 Main. Be a quaint little shop or something.
I haven't seen anybody in it for a while.
Yeah, that's a quaint looking little thing. Mom was just saying there was a hairdressing place in there. And then of course you got your typical small town automotive. And then farming, cemeteries.
I used to get my gas here back when you guys were little. There's no gas pumps anymore.
There you go. It was a gas station. See? And you said you weren't going to speak up. Just razzing Mom. Okay, so if you guys want to see what I'm going to be filming here, you'll have to tune in because I want to do this as a separate video because there is a great history behind it. So we'll continue this walking tour.
The only redeeming value it had was that you guys were there.
Yeah, St. Thomas is a town where they just did not hold the history enough.
Nope.
Yeah, and we're back doing the walking tour in case you guys couldn't tell again. Mom and I just got done filming the Mary Webb Center. Look at it from back here. That's a nice building. I like that building. And the main four corners of Highgate, Ontario. Look at that. Country as far as you can see. Country as far as you can see. Country as far as you can see. But surprisingly traffic, so I better get the heck out of the road. And yeah, coming back up the other side of the road, there's a kid in the back of that car that was just like, what are you doing?
Yep. They don't see this sort of stuff.
It is a very quaint little community, you know? And I figured maybe you guys would like to see a small backcountry Ontario town. I mean, you don't get much more Ontario than this.
Yeah, where the library is smaller than the post office.
Yeah, this is the post office and the library. See? Library, post office. Library, post office, and a book return. I honestly think that Mom has more books than that library.
Yes, I do.
I was saying, guys, about the beautiful homes here. Just amazing. Like, that's gorgeous. That was probably one of the, like, a mayor or something in order to have a house that big.
They're light posts. For God's sake.
Oh, those are new. Those are new.
That's all I'm saying. But this is where Dame de Noga lives, and he is a world famous sculptor.
Oh, so he lives here,
He lives in the
and
John
that's his.
Colson building,
Look at this. This is a nice place.
and this is owned by my landlord.
Oh, yeah. So see, there's another one of these dedication type blocks right here. Let's get a closer look. 1902.
And that's the name man Bury Road is named after.
There you go. And this is where the sculptor does his works. I don't know if you guys can see if you're just getting glare from me, but oops.
Look at that place.
This looks like he's got quite a bit of works on the go. You'll have to make contact with this guy and see if we can't
Do a tour?
yeah, have him show us some of his
He's
works.
quite a nice guy to meet.
Oh, right here, this. I thought you were talking about the house over here.
No, the base.
Yes, a giant cello. Would you have a look at that? It's gargantuan. I love that. You can see a hand holding the bow and a hand playing the strings up top. Yeah, there you go. Just careful it doesn't fall on you.
All about the base.
Yeah. So, like, well, how would you say that? Very awesome job to the sculptor, to the creator. He's the same guy that did the Iron Horse down there. Yeah?
Yeah, and then you have the pumpkin house.
Yes, a bright orange house. Aren't you guys glad I'm filming with the Canon? Nice color shot. So yeah, that's it. This is Highgate. This is what there is.
And there's
Probably-
more to it, but this is just the main street.
Yeah, probably only maybe a couple thousand people living here at the most. But it's a very nice, very quiet little town. I like it. I can see Mom being very peaceful living here.
Oh, much peacefuler than where I'm at.
So from Highgate, Ontario, Random Andrew saying thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed today's video, please give me a subscribe. Growing this channel has not been easy so far. Throw me a like and share the video. Think positive, stay positive. We'll see you again soon. Vlog over.